Hey guys, welcome to the Giant Roundup, where we cover this week in marketing news. I'm your host, Ellie B. Let's get into it. When it comes to Google News this past week, MUM's the word, but not in the way you'd think. MUM stands for a new technology they're developing called Multitask Unified Model, and the goal of this technology is to help users complete more complex search queries. On average right now, it takes users about 8 searches to be able to complete more complex tasks. Whereas with this new technology, you'll be able to search something like, I've hiked Mount Adams and now I want to hike Mount Fuji. What can I do to prepare? It's going to help users get more in-depth results to the answer that they're looking for. Now let's talk a little bit about Google and Shopify. Google announced last week that they're going to be partnering with Shopify. And though it's not entirely clear what the implications of this partnership will be yet, one thing that we know is that it'll definitely make it easier for Shopify merchants to list their products on Google Shopping now. It's not going to be automatic, and not every Shopify merchant will automatically be enrolled, but it will probably be something as simple as the click of a button or the flicker of a setting. All right. Let's move on from Google and talk a little bit about Pinterest. That's more interesting anyways, right? So Pinterest has actually been driving astronomical ad growth lately, and that's because of the neural networks that they're using to help suggest pins to their users. Neural networks are an artificial intelligence that mimic the human brain to basically make connections between what users might be searching and what they might also want before the users even make that connection themselves. So for example, if somebody's looking for bathroom towels on Pinterest, Pinterest might start to recommend vanities, even if that wasn't something featured in the original pinned post that they've been following. The thing is, Pinterest isn't making these posts look like ads. They look like regular posts, and they're arguing that that enhances the user experience. Ethical? Maybe not. Effective? They would argue yes. And lastly, it looks like Twitter is working on a new subscription model for their platform. It'll likely be a tiered offering, with the lowest starting at $2.99 a month. But even that lowest tier will offer features like undoing a tweet. I think we all know somebody who could use that one. Storing your tweets into groups called collections. And most likely, though this is still just a rumor, an ads-free experience. Yet another blow for advertisers, but who knows? Maybe the premium subscription options will offer new avenues for advertisers as well. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Thank you so much for joining us. If you learned any useful news, please give this video a like, maybe subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, share it with your industry friends to keep them in the loop. I'm Ellie B, and I will see you guys at next week's Giant Roundup.